I want to share with you how the simple thing as introducing myself prompted me to start sharing my country's story and my culture with the world. My name is Naomi Mwabilwa. I come from the Democratic Republic of Congo. How many of you know where the Democratic Republic of Congo is? Can I see some hands? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, it's located right in the middle of Africa. Can you see it somewhere there? Yeah. So I come from the heart of Africa. Every time I tell people that I'm from Goma, from Congo, I get this, I would say, annoying look of pity or worry on people's faces. Stories about my country, about me, preceding me before I could enter in any room. But I'm not here to share with you where I'm from. No, story of another day. I'm here to take you to a journey with me, and I would like to know if we are all ready to go. Are we ready to go? I want this to be very interactive. We are ready to go? Good. So, before we start off, I would like you to imagine one thing. I want us to imagine a vase, and let's imagine Africa, our continent, as a vase called Africa. Imagine this beautiful vase made from materials the world is yet to see, yet to understand. A very beautiful ancient vase placed somewhere. Then, unfortunately, it was broken. Colonization happened. With the wave of independence, our forefathers tried to piece it back together with foreign policies, with imported systems, borrowed frameworks, but nothing worked. This is something nobody told them. When Africa was broken, some pieces went missing, some cracks invisible, and the glue that they wanted to use to make Africa whole again, wasn't even ours. Now, from previous speakers, we've learned so far that when a vase is broken, you don't throw it away, you give it a second chance. And by doing that, you repair it with gold. Africa is broken. Africa needs fixing. Africa needs gold. And gold is culture. Can you see it? Now, when I'm talking about culture, I know it sounds very simplistic, right? Isn't it? Doesn't it sound simplistic? Does it? When I'm talking about culture, I'm not talking about our traditional outfit or art sitting in a museum or even dances at a festival. No. I'm talking about culture as a living, breathing system of information. I'm talking about culture as social, political, economic systems specifically designed to cater to Africans' needs. I'm talking about culture as the way we negotiate between each other, as the way we feel each other, as the way we share knowledge through our languages, and as the way we connect across borders. I'm talking about culture as our way of living. Now, when I say it like that, it might still sound a bit abstract. So, I'll share with you something that some of you might be aware of. Recently, the Ghanaian president visited Zambia. How many of you heard about that? Okay. So when he visited Zambia, during his stay in Zambia, he came alongside with him some Ghanaian influencers. How many of you heard of that? Okay. So, what started as an online cultural banter between Zambians and Ghanaian over the fugu and the siziba. How many of you heard of that? Yeah. What started as just people teasing each other online ended up becoming one of the most beautiful friendship created through online jokes. Today, Ghanaians can dream of traveling to Zambia, invest in Zambia, work with Zambians, just because they connected through one of the most silliest thing, jokes. Now, Zambians can also dream of visiting Ghana, setting up shops in Ghana, purchasing, doing business with Ghana, just because they decided to connect. Human connection. They came together as one. Now, we have frameworks like the AFCFTA that opens up Africa to a market of more than 2 billion people. With that, we are told that as Africans, we are supposed to trade together, to do business together. But how do we do business together if we don't know each other? If we do not understand each other? With the use of culture, we, you and me, as ordinary citizens, can create a place, a platform where, before political decisions, before diplomatic setups, before formal agreements, we could create places where we connect, we start those business deals. Now, when I landed in Zambia, I'm talking too much about Zambia. As I said, I'm Congolese. When I landed in Zambia as a foreign student, I was confronted by this painful reality. I arrived during the time the xenophobic attacks were happening in South Africa. Yeah? And then every time I would introduce myself to my colleagues, that negative stereotype about Congo kept coming back. I would be told that Congo is a place of desolation, of war. Oh, and also they would mention that my country has minerals, a lot of minerals, and we are constantly fighting war, and it's a very big country. But then I realized, amongst all the reasons they would give me, they would omit what I want people to know my country about. And then I was like, how do we connect? How do I connect my Zambian friends if they don't know where I'm from, if they don't know me? So I thought, what if I could start connecting my place, me as a person, to each and every person I would meet? Every time I would meet someone, what if I could start just introducing myself by bringing my country up as a way of starting a conversation? So I started. Simple, annoyingly, but I did it. Every time I would meet a new person, I would tell them, "Hi, I'm Naomi. I'm from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Goma to be precise." Oh, and they would ask me, "So, Naomi, what's good about your country? Why do you always talk about your country?" And I always make a point to tell them, my country is known for all the wrong things, but that's not what I see. Every time I talk about my country, this is what I tell people. We have the most beautiful fauna and flora you can think of in the world. My country is so rich, not of minerals, not of diamonds and golds, no. We have the most amazing people you can think of. When I talk about my country, I tell them that we have animals so unique, you can only find them in Congo. Do you know that? Have you ever heard of that? We have volcanoes. Who has ever seen a volcano before, an active volcano? Congo has volcanoes. Yet, every time people talk about Congo, nobody mentions that. So, I talk about that just to make people know that we can connect, we can create links beyond governments, beyond institutions pre-established, just to foster unity between Africans. Thank you.